Good morning, good morning. Hi, you gonna come up, Tux? Save me from having to come pick you up? That would be good. Come on, Tuxie. You come in. There's my good boy. Hi, good morning, Morris. Johnny's already been out to see you. Yeah. Here, put it on the other side and then let Tux come over. Come on, Tux. We'll do him a couple inches at a time. There we go. There we go. All right, everybody. Good boys. Here you go, Stripey. Hi. He was inside eating, so he's not starving. So somebody really unearthed the bricks last night. Hadn't done that in a while. I almost forgot the lamp. Thank goodness we didn't forget it, though. Everything's coming together well. Don can get that in one of the vehicles. We're all good. Looking good. I noticed 2 or 3 more red spikes had opened up this morning. I opened that blind. Look out the window first thing while I'm brushing my teeth. I'm checking on my flowers. Making sure there aren't any deer out there that I can do something about. Can't do anything about them at 2 or 3 in the morning. Everything is looking good. This tree that we trimmed, the Weigela, is coming back like I had hoped. I don't see any growth on the butterfly bush on the side of the house, though, that we cut because of the wind. I'm hoping it's going to bounce back still. I haven't give up on it, but I don't see any. I looked really good this morning. I don't see any signs of growth. Yeah, and I'm still putting a little dry chow out here every morning. Missing my buddy. Johnny feels like they got to see all the kitties and pet them this morning, including Morris. The absolute hardest thing for them is saying goodbye to the kitties. I'll step back up on Gray, spending time with Gray. Probably the kindest thing I can do is bring Tux in a few times a week. She really enjoyed when Johnny brought Tux in. He likes her and she likes him, and it's all good. Yeah, one last thing. The school sent instructions for move-in day, and we're only allowed in the loading and unloading zone for 15 minutes. And we have a 4-hour window for loading and unloading. I think we can be in the dorm after 4, but they want, or maybe it's after 3. I mean, 3 hours, 4 hours. It starts at 1, I think. Anyway, I told Johnny not to worry about it. If it's obvious that we aren't loitering in the loading and unloading zone, then we'll just do what we need to do. We have to park the cars when we're up in the dorm, fairly far away from the dorm. Not the end of the world. I mean, I don't mind walking across campus, but it's not like we can go back and forth from where the car will be parked. We'll just work as efficiently as we can. I told him, we've got 3 people, so if someone can stay with the car while the other 2 are going up and down, which is what we did last time, that worked out okay. It'll work out. I don't think they have enough manpower to enforce the 15 minutes. Waiting for me at the door? She goes, yes, Mom. Yes, I am. Waiting on my mama. Good girl. Good girl. Here you go. Oh, I'm so sorry, sweet pea. I hope that didn't hurt. So sorry. That was an accident. Good girl. Ruby says it's 79 out there right now, and there's a chance of a thunderstorm today. Hopefully that chance won't happen right when we're unloading the vehicle. That would be bad timing. We left from the Taekwondo parking lot because right as we were leaving, the eyeglass place called to say that Johnny's glasses were ready. And of course, that saves us from having to ship them down there. So we went and picked them up really quickly. Couldn't have been better timing. And Dawn has taken us the back way, but sort of through Holly Springs versus backtrack to the house and then pick up the back road. So anyway, we are on the road. It's 9:50. We're plenty good shape for time. We're gonna stop at the Thomasville supercharger because that's the one with the sheets, and I want hard-boiled eggs on the way down. A little something for lunch, snack, energy, where you got plenty of drinks in the car, caffeine and otherwise. But I ate the last hard-boiled egg at the house yesterday and didn't have time to make more. Yeah, I've got on minimal lane change, and I'm just cruising back here behind Dawn. We're crossing Jordan Lake. It's cloudy right now. It's definitely cloudy. Now, I don't care if we drive through some rain on the way down there. One of the benefits of having everything inside an enclosed vehicle is, you know, that we don't have to worry about a rain shower. Just please, please don't let it be raining when we're trying to get stuff inside. One thing I probably should have packed but didn't was a tarp. Well, the questionable news, bad news, is that we are probably going to drive through some rain. I just looked at the radar. But the good news is I'm feeling like we're going to, it'll be past Charlotte. It's basically just coming into UNC Charlotte right now. It looks like a frontal boundary. We didn't watch the weather last night. I think it'll be done by the time we get there and already dried out. So if that holds up, that's good. Just don't let the frontal boundary stall. Well, Ruby's telling me that I could get back to Salisbury on the way home without charging here at all, but it's really close for comfort level, and Dawn and I want to use the restroom, and I want to get hard-boiled eggs. So here we are at the Sheets in Thomasville, one of our 2 preferred charging stations to and from the school. I mean, why would I want to get out and plug Ruby in when I have this handsome gentleman to come plug me in? Don't we all wish we were having that for lunch? I'm down to 64 kilowatts. I pulled it at 130 miles. I'm now up at 189. I'm sure I have plenty. She says I'll get to the school at 51%, and then we put in Target. That's just also basically Culver's for dinner before we leave. The supercharger in Salisbury and home. So we're looking good. I'm just finishing eating before we take off. Dawn went and put gas in the GMC. Gonna laugh at him? I want to laugh at him. He needed gas. Okay, I'm not happy with Ruby because she will not allow me to bump up my speed at all out here. She's basically ignoring my request now, but she was putting up a maximum speed limited due to poor weather. And I'm sorry, but I can't do 65 out here on I-85. It's not that bad of weather, and people just run over me, and it's just stupid. So now I'm having to drive. Of course, now the speed limit, I guess, is 70. Maybe she'll let me get back in, and she'll be, I'm sure Donna's like, come on, kitten, keep up. No, now she says, yeah, maximum speed limited, poor road conditions detected. Well, 5 over was really not going to hurt anything out there, and that is so annoying. There's the backside of Miltimore Hall where Johnny will be living this year, and you can also see the light rail station. He's basically one of these buildings back farther than he was last year. He won't have that nice view of the bridge, but it should be very similar and totally nice living conditions. I'm back in lot 25. Dawn's going to meet me here with the GMC in a minute, and then we have to walk back over. But at least we don't have to pay for parking today. So Johnny is that building, and he's on the other side of the building. I think he overlooks where we were unloading. But I'll get a picture, a video out his window. This building here, well, I don't know what building that is. Belk is on the other side of Miltimore. Anyway, it's a perfectly nice dorm, but they've lost the bathroom closet, and they've lost the main room shared space closet. So it's and the room is a little smaller. So it's a good setup for him because it's even more private than last year, but it is a little smaller. So in some ways it's, yeah, it's all going to fit. It's fine, but it's, yeah. Oh, thank goodness the rain held off down here, and Ruby says it's only 80 degrees, so it has not been miserable today. The sun being behind the clouds has really helped to make it more doable. The light rail. I was going to say we're two reasonably happy parents right now because, well, we're not done, but we've lugged. We're done lugging. Dawn gets to do some assembly required now.
Some assembly required.
Wow, they let you really make a decision. Oh, it doesn't go any farther. That's why.
Yeah, that's
it wouldn't. That's probably why. UNC Charlotte, Maine. This is as north as it goes.
Yep.
I assume there's some sort of lights that go nuts.
No idea.
There's really no crossing lights there. It just says look. Okay.
Well, you know you're a college student. They're figuring if you haven't made it that, if you can't
even
that,
I'm looking at my phone and my camera while crossing the street. You think the college kids are paying attention to the
that Darwin Award? Hard to believe we've got to the point where we give Darwin Award for people who cross over railroad tracks.
Right, exactly.
Walking. I can understand passing out on them.
Okay. Okay, so Wallace Hall is the hall that's closer. Like I said, Miltimore is the one just down the hill. I think I'll send Dawn for Ruby when it's time for us to take Johnny out to dinner. Yeah, I think I'll send you. And that way you can come and pick me up and I don't have to walk back up this hill. Oh, I've only got a couple thousand steps. My watch is very upset with me today. Totally convenient the sun stayed in, just totally.
Oh, it was. We really got lucky. I mean, it's not, I don't even think I broke a sweat.
Yeah, it's what time it is.
Some assembly required.
Yes, it's so nice being in here.
They got a pool table right down, a couple doors down. Why don't we go shoot some pool?
Will you order me a pizza and a beer?
Sounds good.
Okay, I'm game.
Let's do it.
Maybe there's yeah, okay.
Can I go to college?
Hey, Johnny.
I'll take Cat 3.
So Dawn's first task is assemble the food cart thing around the microwave. It's actually a bathroom toilet, but new, brand new for the dorm, and had it last year to go over top to hold all the food and not the drinks though, because the drinks, Johnny, the drinks won't go. They have to go on the floor in the closet.
I know.
Just so you know, though, if it was me, I'd have every bit. I would have had Diet Mountain Dews instead of the Zevia creams. I would have had Diet Mountain Dews. I would have had a stash and a half.
This one's bent.
It's supposed to be, but I was going to make a joke and say that your workbench here has every bit as much space as your workbench at home.
You got a little bit, because look, there's a 2 square feet over there.
Actually, we could move the toilet tissue and you could use that as a workbench. Yeah, so there's no closet in this main room. Those of you that remember last year's dorm. Yeah. This is the other students' room. And there's also no closet in the bathroom, which just basically scares me to death. Johnny says having those lights up makes all the difference between it feeling like home and not feeling like home. I guess, you know, if you're my kid, that makes sense since I'm the LED light, colored light, mood light queen. So, yeah. And we got B9 robot up and the Star Trek TNG. I guess multiple Star Trek. Yeah, Voyager. It's just Star Trek, famous Starfleet ships and famous alien ships poster. And then the original Blueprint Enterprise poster. These were the posters that were in the dorm last year. And honest to God, things are looking... Let me turn the light on now. Things are looking great. We had to take the stuffies off the bed to stand on it to put up the lights. But the refrigerator's already been delivered. And we've only got like 5 things we need to get at Target. So, and a few robot parts to put somewhere, but not right now. Johnny can sleep and live, and life is good, and he's got 2 days till his roommate shows up, I think, so plenty of time to finish up.
So when did classes start?
Monday.
Monday. I got my blankie, and I got my pillow, and I got my YouTube.
If you get cold, we're taking those 2 shirts back. They're a little small, or Johnny doesn't prefer them. So if you get cold, you've got a long sleeve shirt over there.
So, Johnny, you got one of those things that holds your phone just like this?
We're going to go get Culver's and go to Target, and then we'll be back.
I'm going to take a nap.
I know. Like I said, though, that's not going to help me. One of us still has to drive. I'm not trying. I'm joking with him, Johnny. I'm not trying to scare you.
You're fine.
If I have to pull over and nap on the way home, Mr. Donald, just take a second nap.
That's right.
Let's walk past the light rail again. Oh, I told Johnny, I said, I sure hope you don't have to walk over to this parking area, the light rail, too often, because it's basically a hill in both directions. Don met us at the drop-off point. The guys, they grabbed all of the stuff and took it upstairs. We only bought heavy, bulky items, so it was a lot. You know, you go for 4 things and you leave with 10. But at least Johnny won't have to stress about picking up supplies until the first time we pick him up and drop him off in a month. He should not have to go to Target. We got to get out of here. It's 6. It's getting late. I need to, you know, we got a long drive ahead of us. But I got a hamburger to eat. Don's fasting today. I'm not fasting today. So I'll take a minute to eat with Johnny. We're going to use his coffee pot for the first time, stuff like that. And then head on down the road. And this is the part of the day I'm not happy about.
Yeah. But I had a nap.
You did.
And I had a cup of coffee.
And I am leaving feeling like Johnny is totally set.
I agree.
For the first month, everything will just go good.
He's not going to run out of any staples.
That's right.
I made plenty of sodas.
I made sure.
Energy drinks, paper towels, and other paper products.
That's right. Yep.
She did the mom thing.
I did. Well, I have to leave with a, clean conscience, a happy heart, here's to a great semester, bud.
Yeah.
It's 7:05 and we just got on I-85 North. It's probably about the time I figured it would be. Maybe it's a little later. I made a couple of wrong turns going to the Target and the Culver's. And just not, it's really built up around the school. It didn't used to be that way. University City Boulevard is crazy. Looks like clear weather driving home. It's 78 out there. It's just been a nice, reasonable August day. Cleared up though, so no more rain. And that's Dawn right in front of me. We should get home. I gotta turn on minimal lane change. She said Dawn was going too slow. I'll do that in a minute. If I can get the turn signal to go off now. So, yeah, we'll be home around 10. Stop in Thomasville. I'll arrive. The estimate's 21%, so that's perfect. That's the farther away one. The Sheets is the Salisbury one's closer to the school. So on the way down, when you want to use the bathroom, you want to stop at the Sheets, and on the way home, when you've just used the bathroom, you really want to stop at the Sheets. So unless Johnny wants to stop at Culver's, we usually stop in Thomasville instead of Salisbury. It just depends. We have options. And yeah, I think things are going smooth right now. I've got a cup of coffee I made on Johnny's Keurig, one of his caramel pods with heavy whipping cream, but no sweetener, no monk fruit in it or stevia or anything. I forgot. The only thing I got to order from Amazon and send quick is some of the stevia sweetener that Johnny likes to use. So it's okay though. With a lot of heavy whipping cream, I can tolerate it without sweetener. But it is a tolerate thing. I'm just hoping it'll keep me nice and alert. Anyway, it's 51 minutes to the supercharger. It's not quite halfway home because it takes us like 3 hours, but it's a solid chunk of the way there. They were out of hard-boiled eggs this morning and this afternoon, and I don't want those ones that have sugar and brine added. It'd be fine if they put salt in there, but the sugar part's not.
But they gave us a free coffee because I used 350 of my Sheets points.
Right. I don't have my... You really ought to always go over there with me because I ain't got a Sheets reward card, and they don't let you put in your phone number like Harris Teeter does, and I'm not carrying a convenience card, so... But Ruby says I got enough to continue, but I'm still getting 90 kilowatts.
That's right.
But okay. I mean, she told me I needed to stay stopped for 10 minutes. I probably didn't have to stop.
Right, right.
I needed to stop, but I probably didn't have to stop. She says I'm going to get home now at 28%.
So what time?
9:45, right when she's been telling me. She's been telling me 9:45 the whole time.
Alrighty, I'm going to unplug you.
Please. Because we know unplugging is so hard. Not.
Well, you know, when you're a Tesla diva, you have your guy in his ice car follow you around, plug in your electric car. That's when you know.
That's how we roll, huh?
That's how we roll.
It's gonna take us 4 minutes longer, but I did press on the alternate route to tell Ruby to take us 64 to 540 down 55 instead of coming in down by the nuclear power plant on all those back roads where the deer are. I love this feature where I get to select an alternate but perfectly acceptable or sometimes better route. We've got 25 miles, 31 minutes to go. We're just fixing to cross Jordan Lake here. I've had my first yawn. I'm definitely ready to get out of the car. Ruby's done pretty well on the drive home. I would give her an A. The only reason why I wouldn't give her an A+ is because a couple times I thought she wanted to go around Dawn even though I had minimal lane change on, and I think it may have been moving out of rightmost lane at the merge kind of a message, and or you know, there was just some reason why she wanted to do that. So but other than having to disengage in order to prevent her from changing lanes on a couple of occasions, she's done a really good job on the drive home tonight. We're approaching Holly Springs and you know, the turnpike end. So the new section is going to open on August the 28th, at least if we don't have another storm that brings 5 inches of rain. So it's getting really close. Certainly by you know, into September we'll be able to drive around the new section. Got one more exit here. They must be working on where it will no longer end with these barrels up at night here. We're home. Ruby has 54 miles left. I will go ahead and plug her in.